The vengeance of Donald Trump continues to rain down on the American people, and this time the residents of rural Colorado will be the ones feeling the brunt of his wrath. A bipartisan bill ordering the completion of the Colorado Water Pipeline project was passed unanimously in Congress. This bill was designed to deliver clean drinking water to communities in Colorado's 3rd Congressional District, home to Representative Boebert. However, President Trump used the executive power of the veto, stopping the bill in its tracks. First of all, the Colorado Water Pipeline bill wasn't at all controversial. It had bipartisan backing, was passed unanimously through Congress, and it addressed long-standing water quality issues in rural Colorado. So why in the world would President Trump veto this non-controversial bill authored by one of his most ardent supporters, and which deeply affects the district Trump won by double digits? As always, I have a few ideas and opinions on the subject. If you recall, earlier this year Boebert did something rare in modern Republican politics. She defied Trump. She stood by her support of the Epstein Files Transparency Act, refusing to withdraw from the discharge position, even as pressure mounted. She, along with Thomas Massie, Nancy Mace, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, crossed party lines and used the discharge petition to force a vote on the Epstein Transparency Act, since the Trump lackey currently masquerading as Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, refused to bring it to the floor for a vote. It's my opinion that by refusing to help bury the Epstein files, Boebert, along with the others, incurred the wrath of the president, and in the world of Donald Trump, anything less than complete fealty is the mark of betrayal. It is also my opinion that the continued incarceration of Tina Peters, despite Trump's largely symbolic pardon, also played a role in Trump's vindictive decision to nix the pipeline. For those that don't remember, Tina Peters is the election fraudster who tried to improperly persuade public officials to allow unauthorized access into secure election systems, while also arranging for a person to pose as a county employee in order to gain access to restricted election equipment. When that didn't work, she even tried using someone else's identity to bypass election controls and enter a secure server room. She was found guilty of several felonies. Trump recently made this statement on Truth Social. God bless Tina Peters. Hard to wish her a happy new year, but to the scumbag governor and the disgusting Republican rhino DA who did this to her, I wish them only the worst. May they rot in hell. Free Tina Peters. I believe that our President Donald Trump, in his most petty and vindictive way, is trying to punish both Boebert and the state of Colorado in the most convenient way possible. Sadly, the only people truly hurt by the president's decision are those living in rural Colorado, many of whom voted for him in every election. The fact that this bill deals directly with the health of his constituents makes Trump's veto particularly egregious. It is this petty vindictiveness which makes him completely unsuited for the office of the presidency. The bill will now be sent back to Congress. Will the legislative branch vote to override the veto now that Dear Leader has added his stamp of disapproval? In my opinion, the answer is most likely no. Despite widespread support, Trump lackeys and Republican leadership may not even bring it back up for a vote. In the end, our president has once again put politics and his own interests above those of the citizens of our country.